here. Today I just wanted to do a quick video to show you an exercise to help challenge your balance and stability. And this is going to be a standing exercise, but it's not going to be that hard. I'm just going to be using my basic tubing right here, and I already have it shut into the door. And so for those of you that have watched any of my other exercise videos, I've demonstrated how to put the anchor on the door in order to adjust your tubing. And again, this tubing that I'm using is real easy to find. You can get it on a place like eBay or Amazon or what have you, and you can find a set like this for around $10. And so, but if you do invest in a set of tubing, you want to make sure you get one that has a door anchor, so that way you can shut it in the door. It's so easy to put it to the door. So, all right, so there's two ways that you can do this exercise. You can do it with just one part of the tubing right here, and for that, all you would do is I just put one tubing. I'll just kind of show you. So if you have your tubing like this, I just put one handle through the other one, and then I just move it up to the top like that, and then I'm ready to do my movement. Or if, say, the tubing is too easy for you, then in that case, you would keep, the tubings kind of interlocked like that, and you would take one of the handles and just do another like interlocking movement and put it straight through, so that way you only have to hold on to one handle if you want to double up the resistance. Because this resistance is pretty light, I'm doubling up the resistance for this exercise. Okay, so for this movement, it's called a wood chopper. It can be an advanced movement depending on how you do it, but the way we're going to do it today, I'm definitely going to modify it significantly. And it's a movement that I've done with a lot of my clients that really needed to improve their balance and their stability. It's going to be great for strengthening the muscles in the lower part of your body, as well as muscles in the upper part of your body, like your tricep muscles, a little bit of the upper part of your back, a little bit of your chest. And so your starting position is going to be like kind of a lunge stance. And so you're just going to grab with whatever direction you're rotating, that leading hand will be on top. So all I'm doing from this position, as many of you have watched my videos, you have seen me do lunges, so you know how to do them properly, and I've done them in a lot of my workouts. But if you want to get more specific instruction on how to do a lunge properly, you want to watch my video on how to properly perform the most common lower body exercises, and I go in depth on how to do a lunge properly. Okay, so my arms are completely straight, and they remain straight the whole time. My shoulders are down, my belly button's pulled in, my transverse abdominis is activated. From this position right here, I'm going to follow a diagonal line as I rotate to the other side. Okay, so what you don't want to do is this. You want to keep the arms straight, and you follow a diagonal line that goes down like that. That's the line you want to follow. And as you rotate to the other side, you can kind of go on your toes as you rotate, and then this will be your stopping position. For many of you, that might be just enough right there just to practice until you get better at before you go on to the second part of the movement. So from this position right here, we're just going to go into a basic lunge, and then you'll rotate back to the other side. And when you do your rotation, you want to make sure when you finish, both feet are completely forward. That this foot's not in like this foot's not in like that. That will be the most common tendency. Another thing that you will notice is that you might notice with each repetition that your feet will kind of come further and further apart during the movement. And so you'll just kind of need to adjust a little bit just to make sure that it's the appropriate length for when you go into your lunge. And remember, when you go into your lunge, this knee stays nice and level. It does not come forward. So you always want to make sure you can see your toe and your full foot when you go into the lunge. And remember, this knee will come straight down, okay? Just like into a 90-degree angle. And you don't have to worry about the range of motion. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. If you can, that's great. Just make sure you never hit the floor with your knee. You always just go so that your knee's just hovering over the floor. That's it. But if you can do that, that's great. But it's certainly not necessary. If you want to do just a small range of motion, that's fine. You can go down just a little bit, and you're always pushing through the heel of the front foot to take some stress off of the knee and get the glute and the hamstring to engage. Okay, so I'm going to do just a few consistent repetitions so you can kind of see how the movement is done. All right, so again, in my neutral, shoulders are back and down, belly button's pulled in nice and tight, my arms are completely straight, and I'm in my lunge position. I'm on my toe and my back leg, and I'm rotating, kind of lifting up on my toes till both feet are completely forward, and then I'm going into my lunge, and then I'm rotating back. So again, I'm facing my tubing, and my arms are completely straight, and I'm following a straight diagonal line with my arms, and my arms are staying out in front of me the whole time, completely straight. I am not bending my arms at all. They stay completely straight, and that's also going to get your abdominal muscles to engage a little bit. And then once you've done, 10 to 12 repetitions on that side, you can even start with 5 in the beginning if you need to. Then you would go ahead and rotate to the other side, and you would do the same exact thing, just on the other side. And that's it. And as you can see, you do have to kind of adjust a little bit with each repetition to make sure that your feet are the appropriate length, that your legs are the appropriate length to go into the appropriate position for the lunge. And that's it. And so remember, if you're not quite ready for the lunge, you can just start with just the rotation and just stop right there. And for a lot of people, again, that'll be good enough, that'll be challenging enough. And so for that exercise, you can do 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Again, you can start with 5 in the beginning if you need to, and just take your time and go slow, because you will feel that your balance is being challenged when you are performing the movement. But of course, that's the wonderful thing about it, to help improve your proprioception and your body's ability to balance itself when it's in an unstable situation. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, make sure you comment down below, and I really do try to address all the comments or any questions you guys have. If you enjoyed the video, remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so that way you don't miss any future content to help you improve the quality of your life. And remember, take care of yourself, protect yourself physically and emotionally. Don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye-bye.